Welcome to Yoga with Cordelia, yogaing for health and well-being. Hello yogis, welcome back to the pool area of my home in Tenerife. Today's sequence is going to be building on strength as well as opening up the hips. It's another sequence in the everyday series of yoga for when you're short on time but you just want to move, breathe and feel good. So let's roll out our mats and let's begin. We're starting in child's pose at the back of the mat, sitting on your heels, knees together and arms out in front, forehead down towards the mat. The forehead may or may not reach the mat. Breathing here. Then walk your fingers to the right and shift your hips to the left and feel the lovely stretch up the left side of the body. Keep breathing in and out through the nose. Then walk your hands to the left, hips to the right. Breathe into the stretch up the right side of the body. Come back to center, then rise up, tabletop position. Get yourself situated. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow. Exhale, cat. 2 more rounds with your own breath. Back to tabletop after your final round. Hands to the top of the mat, we're coming into puppy, hips stay over the knees, forehead lowers towards the mat. Forearms can be on the mat, or if you want active arms you can have your elbows lifted. Lower belly engaged, protect that lower spine. Breathing here, then on an inhale, bring the hips forward and down into Sphinx. Adjust the elbows so they're under the shoulders. Forearms parallel, opening the chest forwards. Tailbone towards the heels. Breathing here. Then exhale, push back to puppy. And inhale, forward to Sphinx. Really warming up the spine here. Exhale, back to puppy. Inhale, forward to Sphinx. One more with your breath. Then push back to tabletop. Check your alignment. Extend the right leg, inhale the right leg up, think length, and then inhale the left arm forward, 50-50 plank. Sucking that navel up and in, reaching as far away with the left hand and the right heel. Then come back to tabletop and switch sides. So left leg comes back and then lifts up. Toes and knees staying facing down towards the mat, and then right arm forward and up. Think length rather than height. Breathing here. It's okay to wobble. Come back to tabletop. Right arm forward and then thread the needle so the right arm comes down behind the left. We're turning our head onto our right ear, onto the right shoulder, and the left hand can stay firmly in the mat, or it can reach up and have a stretch, whatever feels nicest. Breathing into the stretch between the shoulder blades. Come back up to tabletop and then repeat on the other side. Try not to have too much weight onto the left side of the neck. Lower belly knitting in. Then rise back up to tabletop. Walk the hands just slightly in front of the shoulders, curl the toes, then exhale up into down dog, our first down dog of the practice. Pedal it out. That feels nice. Then find some stillness, heels aiming towards the mat so they don't have to touch. Fingers spread wide, shoulders away from the ears. Breathing here. Inhale the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, open the hips, bend the knee so the heel is aiming towards the buttocks. Look under your right shoulder so you've stacked the hips. Then square the leg and then knee to nose, and then step that right foot to the outside of the right hand. So we're in lizard. We can be here with the back leg, the back knee lifted, or you can lower the back knee. Now that might be more than enough, or you can come down onto your elbows, onto your forearms, or if the mat's just a little bit too far away, bring a forearm onto each block. That can feel really nice. And if you want, you can lift the back knee. There are many variations. Find what feels good for you. Breathing deeply here. Really opening that right hip. Then come back up onto your hands and then bring that front leg back up into your three-legged dog, back down to down dog. Come forward to plank, lower the knees, exhale all the way down. Cobra, exhale, bow. Push back through to all fours on an inhale, and then exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Give it another pedal if that feels nice. Lower ribs knitting in together. Breathing here, finding stillness. Inhale the left leg up, and then open that hip, so bend the left knee, stack the hips, looking under your left armpit. Enjoy that stretch, really opening that hip, square the leg again, then bring the knee forward and then step the left leg to the outside of the left hand. So we've got our various options again. We can remain where we are, can lower the back knee, come down onto our forearms. Forearms can go onto blocks. We can stay with the back knee lowered or lift the back knee. Just because you did one thing on one side doesn't mean it's going to be exactly the same on the other side. Just be where you are and breathe. Come back up onto the forearms, lift the back knee, and then bring that left leg back up into your three-legged dog. Come back down to down dog. Forward into plank, exhale all the way down to the belly. You can lower the knees if you need to. Inhale cobra, curl the toes, hips up and back from cobra into down dog. Inhale the right leg up, and then this time coming into pigeon, the right knee comes behind the right wrist, and then we extend the left leg out straight. The right foot must be flexed to protect the right knee. If your hip is very high, it can be really nice to put a block underneath the hip, and you can stay up or you can fold down, whatever feels nice. Breathe into the right hip and the right glute. If you haven't got a block and your hip is up, that is fine, but you just want to be mindful to make sure your hips stay level. Coming into mermaid, place the right hand in line with the right foot and then look back at your left toes and see if you can bend your left knee and grab hold of your left toes, pulling the heel towards the buttocks. Then carefully let it go. Curl the toes of the back leg and then push back up into your three-legged dog. Back to down dog. Come forward to plank. Exhale all the way down to the belly. Inhale cobra. Curl the toes. Exhale downward facing dog. Let's repeat that on the other side. Left leg up. Then bring the left knee behind the left wrist, making sure that the left foot is flexed. The right leg is straight behind, and we can stay up or we can come down. If we've got the block and our left hip is high, you can put the block under there. Otherwise, just make sure that the hips stay level. Breathing deep. Using your arm strength, rise back up. Left hand in line with the left foot. Look back at the right leg, then pull that right foot, right foot in towards your buttock. Bit of foot confusion there, sorry. Breathe deep. Then carefully let the right leg go. Curl the toes and then come back into your down dog. Forward into plank. Exhale all the way down to the belly. Inhale cobra, shoulders down the back. Exhale bow, curl the toes, lift the kneecaps, push up to plank. Then exhale back into down dog. Come down to all fours and bring the legs round to the side. We're coming through into a wide-legged seated forward fold. I find it really nice to sit up on a block to do this, or a cushion. Find what feels nice. Toes are flexed, feet are flexed, toes and knees are pointing up to the sky. And then you just walk forward as far as you can, and it might not be very far at all. And just breathe here. Then using your hands, push yourself back up to seated. Use your hands to bend your knees and bring your legs back in. Come off of your prop if you're on one. Lean forward and then exhale all the way down to the mat. Bit of core work. Then bring that right knee in, give it a squeeze, rotate the ankle one way and then the other. And then bring the right knee across the body. Right arm out to the side. Spinal twist. Keeping that right shoulder firmly on the mat. Bring the right knee back up to centre. Swap legs, so bring the left knee in, right leg straight. Give the left knee a squeeze and rotate the ankle one way and then the other. And then bring the left knee across the body, left arm out to the side. Keeping that left shoulder firmly grounded. Breathing deep into the lumbar spine. Bring that knee back up. Let's come into Shavasana, final resting pose, legs as wide as the mat, arms out to the side, palms up. Close off the eyes. Let the breathing return to normal. Focusing on the breath. If any thoughts pop into your head, don't engage with them, just let them pass on by. Constructive rest for the mind as well as the body. Bring some movement back into the feet and hands. Rotate the ankles and the wrists. Stretch up overhead. Lovely, lovely stretch. Then bring the knees up, roll onto one side. Then bring yourself back up into any seated position of your choice. Arms up overhead, palms together, gathering in all that wonderful energy. Bring it down to your heart centre. Thanking yourself for taking this time to nurture your body. Bow the head to the hands. Namaste. I hope you have enjoyed this practice. Give it a thumbs up, leave a comment and click on the subscribe button below. Thank you.